Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hello Word. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. Today's word is educate. Educate, as a B1 level verb, means to teach or give knowledge to someone. It's about the process of learning and acquiring new skills and understanding. We use it frequently in everyday language to describe formal schooling, but also any situation where knowledge is transferred. Think of it as helping someone grow their understanding of the world. Now, let's look at some synonyms for educate. A good synonym is teach. For example, my grandmother used to teach me how to bake cookies every Sunday afternoon. Another synonym is instruct. We can say, the flight attendant will instruct you on the safety procedures before takeoff. Another possibility is train. Example, the company will train new employees on the latest software. A further synonym is develop. Here's an example. Traveling helps develop a better understanding of different cultures. Let's also consider the word enlighten. Here it is in a sentence. The documentary aimed to enlighten viewers about the effects of climate change. Now, let's explore some antonyms of educate, words that have the opposite meaning. One antonym is misinform. For example, fake news websites often misinform the public. Another antonym could be neglect. We can say failing to support a child's learning can neglect their potential. Another possibility is ignore. An example is, the teacher tried not to ignore any questions from the students. Another interesting antonym is indoctrinate, which suggests teaching in a biased or forceful way. The cult aimed to indoctrinate its members from an early age. Another antonym to think about is brainwash. Example, the dictator attempted to brainwash his citizens into supporting his regime. How can we use the word educate in our everyday lives? Well, think about when you're learning a new skill. You might say, I want to educate myself about coding. Or, if you're talking about a friend's career, you might say, she wants to educate others about healthy eating. Schools and universities educate students. Parents educate their children on important life lessons. Documentaries educate viewers on various topics. Books educate readers and expand their knowledge. You can even say my dog has been educated to sit and stay on command. Here are some more usage examples of educate in sentences and phrases. It is important to educate children about environmental issues. The museum's goal is to educate visitors about the history of the region. She is educated in the field of engineering. The goal of the workshop is to educate participants on effective communication skills. We should strive to educate ourselves continuously throughout our lives. He used his experiences to educate the younger generation about resilience. The purpose of the exhibition is to educate people about the dangers of deforestation. She is committed to educating the community about the importance of recycling. Many institutions educate through online platforms and digital resources. We need to educate teenagers about the risks of social media. It takes time to educate a wild animal and tame it. I am planning to educate myself more about artificial intelligence next year. The website seeks to educate people on the history of different cultures. The professor dedicated his life to educating young minds. She received an educated guess about the outcome of the experiment. So, to recap, educate means to teach or impart knowledge. We looked at synonyms like teach, instruct, train, develop, and enlighten, and antonyms like misinform, neglect, ignore, indoctrinate, and brainwash. We also saw how educate can be used in everyday situations, from formal schooling to self-improvement. Thank you so much for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this episode helpful. Before we go, I have a small request. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others find the show, so we can continue to educate and inspire together. And finally, I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word educate and share it as a comment below the video.
See you next time.